when someone says call me back Friday and I'll have that answer for you, which is about what they said to you, or did they say something more specific?
It kind of went along the lines of the buyers coming on site tomorrow to look at the property. I mean, it's a storage facility. I'm like, there's not much to look at. There's sheds. Um, but I
Who do
guess
you represent?
I would be representing the seller.
You're representing the
I
seller.
guess. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you have a broker who's representing the buyer?
Oh no, I mean it's an off-market transaction, so I guess no one's representing anyone. She has a guy she's been working with, and she said if he doesn't buy it, she'll list it.
Got it. Okay. See, okay, so this is the perfect situation of why I believe in double ending the majority of your deals and not relying on
Uh-huh.
listing property for sale, right? Because let me give you a different example. Let's use this as an example, but we can kind of pivot in some directions here. Okay.
Hmm.
So you have a self-storage facility, someone's open to selling it, and they're basically, if they don't sell it to this guy, then you're going to maybe have the opportunity to list it. Where have you submitted an offer to them?
I have not, no. I
Okay,
mean,
see, this is the huge
right.
disconnect where like I
Hmm.
personally would have submitted an offer on the like within 24 to 48 hours of our first conversation. Because one thing that this other buyer can't one thing you can compete with this individual is offers. Because if they don't come in with a better price than you come in at, right? Or if they don't come in with reasonable terms like you will, you can, then
Uh-huh.
they have nothing to compete with you on. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good
So
point.
like what's let's break down this one deal as an example, right? Like so, what's the address here?
For this one,
Yeah.
if you want to type it, actually, it doesn't have the frontage, but there's probably
No, no, I see it
130
here. Okay.
some units in the
Did she
back.
tell you a price that she wants?
Minimum 2.5.
Did she give you any income or anything like
Oh
that?
yeah, yeah, I have everything.
Okay. So what do you think it's worth?
I told her I think it would sell all day at 2.5. Taking it out could probably get pushed to 2.7, and I think 3 million's pushing it. So I think that 2.750 is actually accurate. I think it's possible
What's
to
the gross income on this?
the gross is 295.
Gross 295. So let's say nets like what, a buck 70, buck 80?
So right now she's netting a buck 60, but she's got storage asset management managing it, and they're taking a lot of fees. I mean, I think the upside here is not the rent increase, but getting someone else to manage it.
So why do you think you can sell it at a six cap?
Oh, because I don't think that bottom line 160 is accurate.
Got
I
it.
don't think that's
So like just
at the end
just
of
to
the
give you
day.
like a rough example, right? Like so
Yeah.
let's just take this deal. Like
Okay.
I see this deal as okay, I know she's netting like let's call it a buck 60, right? I'm
Uh-huh.
offering her immediately the day we get off the phone $2 million.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
putting a letter of intent together. I'm submitting it to her. I'm giving her something in writing, showing her like, hey, like we can transact. Like
Right.
I have people. We're ready to transact. I don't need you to just put a property on the market and hope and pray we bring a buyer. Which I know you're not in that position, but I want you to show it.
Okay. Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I
like,
know what you
hey, like
mean.
if you imagine if you had somebody right now, you said 2.5 all day long, get her a letter of intent for 2.5 right now.
Yeah, I know. I probably should. I mean, I definitely think it's possible because I mean, the 160. I mean, they're gonna manage it themselves. They're not gonna have a on-site manager on
Yeah, but
top of it.
they're gonna count a 5 point management
They'll
fee.
have the 5 point, but I mean, she's got the 5 points. She's got salary of 20 grand. She's got her internet and stuff is like 15 call center. I mean, all that stuff can come out.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
so like I'm offering her 2 million bucks day one, knowing that
Uh-huh.
all that stuff can be done better. I want to get a gauge. So I would
Yeah.
even say like, listen, like I would, you could put my name on it, right? 2 million bucks, right? 25,000 on
Okay.
deposit, 45-day due diligence, 45-day close. I'm ready to go today. So it's like what happens now is that this puts me at the top of her inbox of saying like, hey, like this is somebody who's serious. Now some of
Hmm.
them are going to be like, screw you on the number, right?
Right. Yeah.
Which is just a normal part of the business, right?
No,
I'm
definitely.
filtering out motivation levels, right? Because if she tells me to screw off at 2 million, right, which she's probably not going to do if she only wants 2.5, right? And if she's already at 2.5, I can probably get her down to 2.3,
Yeah.
right? And maybe she's open to seller financing. So it's like all of a sudden we can squeak out a really, really good situation where instead of her reliant on other people to maybe give her an offer, maybe, right? Because then she has to then list it with a broker, and not everybody
Right.
wants to do that,
Yeah.
right?
No, for
You know what
sure.
easier it is for somebody just to sign a letter of intent and it's done versus them to list it with a broker and then have to deal with all this nonsense. So
Yeah,
that's what we
definitely.
try to avoid.
That makes
It's the
perfect sense.
same process. Like if you had this property listed for sale right now, what would you be doing?
I would probably take the first 2 weeks and not make it live and call through the guys I have in my back pocket, obviously try to double end it. And then after a
Why
month or
would you
two,
not just do that now?
I know I probably should.
No, but I'm
Right.
saying like this is why I'm saying corporate-esque thinking
Right.
that has taught
Yeah,
us like you need the listing first before you
exactly.
work the
Yeah,
deal. I understand the meaning behind it. However, you're losing out on deals.
right. No,
Right.
yeah, that's a good
So
point.
what we found is that like the what you're losing in deals, right, is so sorry, like what you'd be gaining in deals because you lock them in an exclusive listing versus what you lose is infinitely different.
Yeah,
So, we're able to capture another, 50, 100, 200% in deal flow, right, because of this strategy versus waiting for a listing agreement. I'm not saying we don't take listings. I mean, my agents can take listings all they want,
right.
but
Yeah.
it's the last lens. Right. Where like I want to put three, you could have put three offers in front of this woman between 2 million and 2.5 already.
No, I probably could have. Yeah.
Right. Where now it's not like, oh, I'm waiting on this buyer to get back to you. It's like, I'm just serious. I'm just curious if that buyer could beat you. But now she has to call you back.
Right. No, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
Okay. So I would literally take the next 24 hours to get a couple offers. Again, if you want to throw mine in the ring, go for it. I know I have a buyer for you, by the way, all
Yeah.
day long for this as well. Yeah. I mean, depending on how whatever you want to do. But I just
Yeah. No,
definitely do that
definitely.
together.
Yeah. I mean, I got a guy right in that market that I sold one to a year ago at a pretty incredible cap rate, and
Great.
he'd probably be my first one. And then after that, no, I mean, I'm all for being aggressive. I know I need to be more aggressive because, again, that's why I've kind of been diverting away from the investment stuff a little bit because of this hurdle. But it's probably my fault that I need to fix.
Well, it just all I
Yeah.
want you to pivot from thinking is that listing is secondary. You should be
Yeah.
offer is primary. Go for an
Yeah.
offer first. See, play that card first. Let's get our 1, 2, 3, or 4 offers right away, or whoever
Yeah.
this is. Get them that many offers. Based on their response, you then can say like, look, I mean, if you want more money, I think that like, would you be totally opposed to the idea of us listing the property for sale? Would you be open to us? Is there a chance that maybe you give us the opportunity to list your property for sale to get you a little bit more money?
Yeah.
If you're stuck on X price, is there a chance that maybe there's an opportunity for us to work together? Or would you be totally opposed to the idea of us listing a property for sale? Like, but the offer's primary, right?
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I mean, so do you write an offer then, or do you
Yes.
write an offer
Full
for
blown letter of
everything?
intent. You call her up and say, listen, I just want to let you know, I know you're waiting on that other individual on Thursday or tomorrow or whatever it is, to come tour the property. I just want
Yeah.
to let you know, because I know you have your email. Are you in front of a computer real quick? You are? Okay, great. Put me on speakerphone real fast. I have 2 offers in your inbox. I
Wow.
want to talk to you about it. Right? One's for 2 million. One's for 2.2 million with seller financing with 20% down, 5% interest only. I just want to review it with you. Do you feel like, based on these terms, we'll let you walk her through the whole thing and try to see if you
Uh-huh.
can get any type of counter right away.
That's smart. Yeah, that's really smart.
So it's like this way, like I'm capturing your attention. I'm proving myself that I can get you offers. And if I can do it now, imagine what I can do to you, what I could do for you if I get it listed.